I see kids, when they see me in uniform, go out of their way just to say to the top of their lungs, I hate the police! Can't stand the police! They used to love us when I was back in the 80s. What happened? You hate the police, and you gonna say it in my face? Wow, times have changed. You know, we see babies who, as soon as they see the uniform, babies, 3, 4 years old, just start crying because of what someone put in their head, maybe what they saw. Because they could have seen some things. Baltimore, like many cities across this nation, is a trauma-filled city, right? The challenge has become, and the problem is, most of its inhabitants have learned to coexist with that trauma and do it poorly. That's why you can watch even a baby, elementary school kid, somebody gets shot and killed in the middle of the street. It doesn't even affect them anymore. They say, oh, that's JoJo, and keep on playing. When people hear gunshots, they duck. But as soon as the gunfire plays over, business as usual. I still remember my first homicide, 16-year-old kid, brains blown out. I'm pulling on a scene. Remember, I ain't never seen a dead body. This don't even look real to me. Brain matter, blood, don't look real. I'm starting to feel a certain kind of way. This used to be a living, probably a vibrant young boy. I look at my partner to the right, he looks fine. Partner to the left, he looks fine. I'm a rookie, right? Or just a few years in. If I'm gonna be a Baltimore City cop, then guess what? Mel Russell, you better get fined real quick. So I deal with it by myself. Look, I don't know how to deal with the night tremors. I'm dealing with this trauma poorly. And before I can digest this and move past this, if you ever move past it, I gotta go to the next trauma event, another shooting. And so I recognize that early on that we as police officers, we protect so much, we don't even take care of ourselves. We're the last people we serve. Community was for years saying, I don't see my community officers for weeks, for months, because they're constantly being detailed to a robbery detail, a foot detail here. They were almost used as a reserve in district units by those commanders. I need extra cops. The only way I know how to deal with situations in my district is to throw more cops at it. Oh, I know what I can do. I don't have a patrolman to push this car today, and I'm getting my butt chewed because I keep paying overtime to push this car, to answer calls for 8 hours. Let me grab a community officer. You go work a car for 8 hours. That's not what they're there for. They're there, in my philosophy, they're there to build a force multiplier for that district commander, an army of supporters, made of community residents, made of pastors and congregations, made of businesses, made of everything that makes up that district to build supporters. So you don't have to work as hard. In other words, like Mel Russell grew up, I didn't see police come when I was playing ball in the street when we got rough. Community took care of us. Loud music, I didn't see police come, talking about turn your music down. Community took care of it. We shouldn't be afraid of each other. We're neighbors, for God's sake. Why are we afraid of each other? When I was a patrolman, before I even got narcotics in the 80s, early 80s, when I would patrol, I was out of my car more than I was in. I was just going calls. But between calls, I had my car parked, and I was walking through the neighborhood. I knew everybody, every business owner, every bad guy, every good guy, everybody, right? You know, I'd be walking down the street, Miss Johnson might say, hey, Mel, I got that fried chicken today. I'm like, okay. Then I get 2 blocks over something, and Miss Johnson, I got that roast beef. And I picked the roast beef, man, got a fried chicken to keep tomorrow, right? And so we ate in the community. So I would treat everybody with respect. Hate you, man. Love you. What? Love you. Why you being smart? I'm telling you, dude, I love you, man. Whatever. But after a while, people started saying, that's him, that's his persona, that's who he is. And my guys began to follow suit. So anyway, we had the football game. I remember the football game. I got Thug there, that's his street name, Thug, and I'm going back and forth between both sidelines, and I'm laughing, and I'm like, come on, what's y'all next play? So I go tell them, what's our next play? And they say, come on, Colonel, stop playing. And Thug's looking at me and said, Colonel, my heart beating so fast. Woo, I'm so excited. I never thought I'd be playing football with no police. And they're excited. Police are happy, they're excited. And see these guys on the field, see them coming in on 3, family, on 3, peace. Oh man, it was special. We break bread at the end, it's awesome. And we had a great time. What if I can leave a legacy? where the police are working with the community, because we have initiatives that's helping them to do that, where the pastors and clergy are in the communities working with the police and the community, where the communities are now mentoring their kids, where we all now recognize that we're all part of the same neighborhood and we've come together and we are one family. If I can just put that in place, so no matter what type of leadership gets in place, the community stands up and say, no one touches this. If I don't know anything else, love covers a multitude of things. It brings healing for a lot of things. And at the end of the day, I don't care where you come from, who you are in this life. If someone can just show you some love, even in the midst of the most horrific of tragedies, healing follows.